today I'm reviewing the Roche Posay Cicaplast gel. And really quick, I just want to say, I purchase all these products with my own money. I'll never waste time with sponsored ads or videos. So if that's something you're into, like, subscribe, share the video, check out the links, or check out my Patreon community. Okay, so let me get this straight. La Roche-Posay Cicaplast line has several different products. The gel has actually been out in other countries for a while. It's out officially, I think, in the U.S. now, and it's on La Roche-Posay's U.S. site. The cream, or balm, has been around in the U.S. for a long time, and I did a versus of these two a while ago, so if I remember, I will link to that. But anyway, they're basically trying to be the same product with two different formulas. Some people really like gel formulas, some people like creamy textures, so that's kind of why they created the two. They're very similar. Anyway, so for gel, I really like gel, honestly, so anyway. So, now that this is in the U.S., I think it's on La Roche-Posay's site, and it might be on Amazon. I'll probably be at other sites soon, too, so. Okay, so they say this is a gel skin protectant that protects and relieves chapped, cracked skin and helps soothe the disrupted skin barrier. Formula 21% glycerin, 5% panthenol, MADECASSOSIDE to help promote skin healing. And interesting, they list the percentages of panthenol and glycerin, but not MADECASSOSIDE, which is, in my opinion, the more exciting ingredient, or the most exciting ingredient of the three. So, anyway, nothing I can do about that. So, okay, first criteria is packaging. It's in a plastic squeeze tube with kind of a needle nose dispenser. Tiny little dispenser, which is nice because otherwise this would just pour out really quickly. It does list an expiration date, which is awesome, especially if you're a hoarder like me. I tend to go through things before they go bad, for the most part, or I give them away. But occasionally there's one or two things that sneak by, and then I don't know. Or, you know, usually I just finish it. So, anyway. Okay, in terms of denatured drying types of alcohol, it does not contain any of those. In terms of fragrance, it's also fragrance-free, and there's no noticeable scent to this whatsoever, which is really wonderful. And then in terms of the manufacturing location, this one's made in France, so no issues with that. So ease of use. So this one's got a really nice gel texture. And they've got a whole list of different uses for this one. So let me just show you the texture. It's so wonderful. I absolutely just love the texture. And you know what? This is a product I bought, and then I used it for a while, and then I kind of forgot I had it. And now I irritated my skin with a couple products I was testing, and then I find this again, and it's like, oh, I love this stuff. I'm glad I found it. So, it's surprising. So, this has a good amount of glycerin. Glycerin usually makes products have kind of a tacky or sticky finish. And I really didn't notice that so much with this. It really doesn't have much of a tacky finish. I'd say the finish is kind of shiny. So, keep that in mind. So, for uses, they have a whole list of different uses you can use this for. Or you can just use it for hydrating purposes with retinoids. But so, they say for uses, post-procedure skin. So, if you go to the esthetician, have a laser done. Or like microneedling, or they say stitches, or post-laser, protects and relieves chapped, cracked, and chafed skin, comforts and soothes skin, helps soothe disrupted skin barrier. It's sensitive skin friendly, so you can use it with, say you overdid on retinoids or exfoliants, you can use it, or you can use it after that. So if you use, a lot of people use the balm after they use their retinoid in their routine, and this helps protect their skin from getting too dry. So here is the gel. It's on one half. I'll just put another little spot of the balm on. They also have a lip version of this. They have a hand version. They have a sunscreen version, which, yeah, there's tons of versions of it. So I did get the hand version. I really liked it. So there you can see the difference. So here's the gel. Here's the balm version. Definitely difference. And anyway, so the gel's a little bit easier to pull off in the daytime, in my opinion. And the cream is definitely a little bit thicker and things like that, but they both feel super nice on your skin. So, so they also mention don't apply on broken areas of skin. Probably know that. Then they say you can apply it and massage it onto clean, dry skin. Wait until skin is dry before applying other products. Lovely texture. A little goes a long way. Sets to a kind of radiant, natural finish. That's really not that sticky. Great for dry patches, dry skin, eczema areas, and after laser treatments. I've only had a couple laser treatments for my esthetician, but the next one I'm I'm glad I remembered I had this. So anyway, very nice. Okay, in terms of beneficial ingredients, so we've got panthenol, provitamin B5, skin soothing and wound healing and moisturizing. We've got zinc gluconate, which is a zinc salt that has anti-inflammatory and also, interestingly, potential acne-fighting benefits for skin. And apparently, there's a lot of people that also take zinc gluconate as a supplement to help with breakout. So I've always read that zinc can be good for the skin, and so it's apparently this specific version of it because there's tons of different types of zinc, and this is the one that's been fine-tuned that people have some benefit from with breakouts. So it might be worth a try. But zinc can make people kind of nauseous, so just be cautious with it. You don't want to get sick to your stomach and then throw up zinc. That would not be fun. Okay, so the zinc gluconate also has antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, oil-regulating, and wound-healing properties. And there's some research showing it may also stimulate antioxidant enzymes in skin. Then we've got, in my opinion, the biggest star of the show, MADECASSOSIDE, which is a compound from centella, or the cica plant. It's got wound healing, antioxidant, skin-soothing benefits for skin. There's also some research showing it may have anti-aging benefits for skin. And it also may help with UV damage and hyperpigmentation, and even more so if you use it in the same routine with ascorbic acid or vitamin C. So, yeah. So if you can use that in your same routine with vitamin C, even better. We've got manganese gluconate, which may function as an antioxidant in skin. We've got sodium hyaluronate, which is a humectant. We've got copper gluconate, which is a copper salt that may help with cellular regeneration and wound healing in skin and may also play an antioxidant role in skin. And then finally, we've got vitamin E, antioxidant, and hydrating ingredient. So, nice list, not terribly long, but not too short either. So, sometimes you gotta find a happy medium. Sometimes there's too short of an ingredient list and too long of an ingredient list. You want to find a happy medium. Because if it's too long, like another product I'll review this week, then it's just highly more likely you'll be irritated from it. Okay, so in terms of animal testing, not cruelty-free, owned by L'Oreal, also not cruelty-free. I kind of thought at this point we'd be further along, but this is where we're at. You know what, and if you look at the big companies that own most of the brands, most of them aren't cruelty-free. So, Estee Lauder, L'Oreal, what are the other? Procter & Gamble, I mean, Unilever. That's why everything isn't cruelty-free yet, because they're all owned by these companies that don't care. Okay. Off that point, because I could continue on a ramble on that for a while, and I won't do that today. Okay, in terms of performance, so it's super hydrating, super calming, and it feels so nice on skin and really not as sticky as you'd think. Simple ingredient list. I like the fact that there's no fragrance, there's no potential irritants in it. I find it works well in chapped areas, dry areas, and irritated skin especially. Nice for after laser treatments. Pretty friendly for all skin types, including sensitive, dry, oily skin. I mean, it's a little shiny, so if you're super oily, keep that in mind. You might like the Baume version better, but to be honest, they're both on the radiant finish side. For acne-prone skin, there's only dimethicone and vitamin E of note, so really nothing too concerning, unless you're concerned about dimethicone. In terms of the price, so this is the full size. It's 40 milliliters, 1.35 ounces, which is a strange size, but anyway. And it retails for about $23. Although when I picked this up probably 6 or 7 months ago. I want to say it was like $19.99, so I don't know. Seems a little bit more expensive, but then again, everything's more expensive, so whatever. Nothing I can do about that. If I could, I would. And then last but not least, the It Factor. Very nice, simple product, a good soothing, hydrating product. Doesn't feel terribly greasy on skin. Feels calming. I really can see so many different uses with this one. Calming breakouts, dry, chapped winter skin, after skin procedures, hydrating skin, using it with retinoids, using it with eczema or dermatitis cases. And anyway, I love gel products. I have super dry skin, and gel texture products are my favorite. So anyway, I really think this one is worth a try for a lot of you, or check out the versus video of the two, because they both have their good points, and then they both have things that make one better than the other, but I think it just depends on who you are and, you know, what textures you like. So Anyway, so with a 10 being a perfect score, I have this one a 9. For cruelty-free, it would be better, but anyway, as long as these giant brands own all these other brands, I guess this is just where it's at. And anyway, there we go. Interested in hearing from you guys, if you had a chance to check this one out yet or not, and if you have what your thoughts are, leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.